What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. So, since last episode, I ran out of materials, but for the most part, I think this is considered a done project. Anything more, I'll add on later. I'll probably make it a little bit higher, but yeah, I am sick of working in the end, and I'm sure you guys are sick of watching stuff being built in the end, but thank you all for being such good sports about it. But man, this was just probably the biggest build I've ever done in survival mode. And absolutely worth it, in my opinion. As you can see, I played around with it a little bit. I'm already at level 50, and went pretty quick. I'd like to time it with you guys to see exactly how efficient this sucker is. But we will get to that in a minute. I just want to go all the way to the top. Oh crap, I meant to bring up stone bricks. I used logs for that last layer. But anyway, this is what she looks like. And we got up to, we're at Y is 122, so pretty close. Pretty close. I probably only would have added in maybe one more layer. Just take a peek down. Oh, but it is just such a beaut. I still have to add in the stuff to make sure the pistons don't stick, which is going to be a ring around every layer of pistons and redstone going all the way around. And I'm not looking forward to that, but that's good enough. So let's hop back down. And this is again what she looked like. So beautiful. Oh, but let's get to the fun part. Let's hop back down. Oh, and that is totally worth it doing that. Let's just grab some of these balls right here. And I'm going to real quick use up my level 50. And what should we make? I think I'm just going to make another pick. Really quickly. Because you can never have enough pickaxes. So I'm going to take care of that. And let's see what we get. Man, and I am just lucky today. That only took about 30 seconds and got to a level 50. So cross your fingers. What are we going to get? Nice. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. Not a bad pick at all. So let's just pop that baby in there. And let's see how we do. Now I'm probably going to fast forward this, but actually let me turn down the volume because that is highly obnoxious. Alright. So this is what I did. I just set up, this is a temporary type of thing. But right over here, if you flip this switch before you come up, let's see if I can do it from here. Yeah, I gotta hop back down. You flip the switch, and it will now be all a one-hit kill. So, let's see how long it takes me to go to level 50. I just want to test it, just curious. I doubt this is going to be one of those ones that gets to level 50 in 5 minutes. But I'm going to fast forward through it, and let's see how we do. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm happy enough with that. I didn't have a timer right in front of me, but judging just by the length of the video, looking somewhere in the 11-minute mark, and I'm more than willing to bet. After I was done recording, I went around the pools, got almost enough XP to get up to 52. Definitely willing to bet that if I enclose it a little bit better, so I don't lose as much XP off into the pool, and definitely once I add in the extra 40 to 80 spawnable spaces, will definitely break 10 minutes, and that right there is, in my opinion, highly worth it, because it takes me well over an hour, half an hour, maybe even longer, to get up to level 50 with the Blaze Farm. So overall, I am very happy with the project. Anyway, let's just use up this XP and move on to the next part of the episode. Hey, got pretty lucky again, that time only about a minute. I don't need to go up to level 50 on the axe, but we're not going to have level 50 enchantments much longer, so I want to get the most out of it. See how we do. I really want that efficiency 4 or 5. Oh, robbed again. Oh, that sucks. All right, I'll probably re-enchant that axe just so as not to waste the diamond. Anywho, I want to get the heck out of the end because I am sick of working here. I think I'm just gonna leave that axe, and no, I'll take that one with me. It's still got a good bit of use left in it. Alright, grab my obsidian because we are going to revamp some of our portals. And also, I had a couple of requests to do a spider spawner, and I really need to get a spider eye farm going. So I was thinking, hopefully we could get to that today and just get some new portals set in. So, just make sure I have everything, grab food back at home. Alright, I will see you back. I've just wanted to try this so bad. I'm so hope that it doesn't mess up and put me through the floor, or I miss. Oh! Oh my god, that was scary. I think I missed. See how long it takes us to get back doing it this way. What the hell? Alright, I didn't like that sound at all. We're back. Also, I wanted to show you, I put in this little water pool so I can just hop right down. It's pretty neat. But anyway, once again, I'll see you back. Alright, we are back at the end portal, and I want to put another portal in right here. So let's see how we'll do this. And you guys may have seen, may not have seen, depends on how many of my episodes you've watched. But to do the nether portals, all you got to do is write down what your coordinates are in the overworld and then divide it by 8. And that's what the coordinates will have to be in the nether. So pretty simple. I was kind of frustrated with this when I was looking at it because I like things to be symmetrical if possible. And this is not going to be possible to make symmetrical because this is 3 wide and the nether portals are 2 wide, so kind of annoying. I was debating whether I should have them actually showing, you know, right next to each other, but whatever. We shall deal with it. Anyway, let's get this dug out. You son of a... Man, well that ended up being a little bit more work than I expected. But I think it looks pretty good, at least for now. Made it a little bit more symmetrical. I had to extend the wall out. But anyway, let's get this show on the frickin' road. Get our portal up. Let's get the rough... Where's the heck is F3? There we go. So we are looking at roughly, that would be 335 and 954. So let's find the corresponding spot in the nether. I also... Ugh, wrong button. Wrong button. God, it's all dark right now. I want to knock out our current nether portal. Ooh, is it nighttime? Gotta always check that. Don't want them zombie sieges. So let's head up here. I want to find a better spot because this portal's now going to be far too close to that one. Otherwise, they're not going to work properly. So I'll knock this one out and I will find a better spot to put it. Alright, so I was trying to think of a spot that might be cool. Because pretty much every direction over there goes to the stronghold, so it's got a purpose. Over here is, you know, all main villager places. This one over here is where we have that little mine cart system to bring the guys over. Up here we have another central hub of the village. But then as you go down here, there wasn't really much of anything going on. So I thought it might be the perfect place. So I ended up sticking it right there. So let's real quick just get down the coordinates. Negative 347 and 880. Awesome. So let's just light that baby up. Sweet. So we are all set. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if any of you realize this, but this pig right here has been chilling in that same spot. It's got to be 6 months now. Has not moved. And it looks like he can now. Before he was down, or I might have had another block there. I don't know. But he has been there forever. Pretty soon we're going to have to give him a name. My God. Anyway, I'll meet you guys over in the nether on the other side, and we will find where the corresponding portals go. Alright, so we're in the nether now, and I just want to get some real food, because I am so freaking sick of this zombie flesh, and we need to grab a sword too while we're here, because I've been going without any sword. Looting 3, smite 5, why not? Do we have a shovel here? Almost all dead. We don't really need a shovel now, so it's no biggie. We'll get one later. And let's find these corresponding portals. So, I know the first one is going to be practically right on top of where our current portal is. In fact, that's what I warped over on. So this is to what was our NPC village. And again, if you're not familiar with how to do the nether portals, all you do is take where they are in the overworld, divide those numbers by 8, and that will be the corresponding nether position. So for the first one, we're looking at 41, which we're on 41 right now, 40, 41, and then we need 119. So this is 117, 118. Let's go one back further, just because they're going to be so close. I'm a little nervous they could have some overlap. And it's better to be safe than sorry. Alright. Man, this cuts through the netherrack way too quick. Alright. Almost there. And guys, I'm going to try from now on not to show every single, whenever a build gets long like it did with that whole Ender farm, I promise you, I will do more editing from this point on, because it definitely was hard to watch. I kind of didn't really want to... I didn't want to have to do a separate tutorial video for it, so I was kind of hoping to, you know, make it so that if you were trying to duplicate the build, you'd be able to see it. I also wanted proof that I did it without using any creative mode stuff, because you guys know I play legit all the way, but it was still nonetheless way too difficult to watch, and that's, we went one too far, damn it. It was just too hard to watch, so I'm going to do a lot of editing. Either I just won't show stuff, or else I'll do some quick edits. And hopefully that will be cool. So yeah, you don't want to watch me cut obsidian. Let me get this one all set up. Alright, so that portal's all set. Let's light her up and make sure that it matches up. This one should take us right to the end portal. Sweet. So we're all set there. And let's get the next one in. So this next one, we gotta do 43, which is gonna be one further that way, and 110. So right there, 110, and it was exactly 110 it divided by. So just to be safe, I'm gonna move it one further away. Ew, and this is gonna be a little bit more of a pain in the butt. But no problems. No problems. Alright, so this is the one I'm a little more worried about. It may be too close. I think it should be fine though. But we have it. Let's just double check again. 110 and 43. Perfect. Perfecto. So let's find out if it actually works. Cross your fingers. Woo! It freaking worked! So happy. So very happy. Alright, so I think there's one more portal that I'd like to stick in. I probably could clean this up a little bit nicer looking. But, let's see, do I have a potion on me? Perfect, except we just got these ender pearls. We should freaking use them. Let's try it. I'm excited. Wow. This is the best ever. Oh my god. I'm so in love right now. Alright. So, one more portal I'd like to stick in. And I think it's going to be right here. So, I'm going to just throw her down. Let's see. We'll do it right like that, I guess. Actually, let's see coordinates. Let's try and get a round number. Let's do 8, 25, and 5, 75. Is that too close? No, that's good. Is that it? Yep. Cool. Easy numbers to remember. Right. Did you get stuck up there? Come here, block. Okay. So I will meet you back in the nether. We're going to have to launch back to those other portals. and find the corresponding spot. Alright, so we are going to be looking for 103. So it'll be on this side right there. And 71, 72. And of course negatives. So 71, 72, perfect. I hope this doesn't go. Alright, nice. Alright, so we can ditch this. Oh, that worked out just perfect. So 103 was this block right here. Alright, let's light her up. Cross your fingers, guys. Oh, let's keep it uniform. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Crossing my fingers. Please, please, please. Oh, we forgot to light it up. Crap. Alright, let's light it up. I think I forgot to light it up. I'm assuming that's what went wrong. Yeah. Alright. So now it should work. Let's see. Come on. Is that it? Perfect. Let's see if it goes back. Come on. Yes, it works. Awesome. Awesome. So far I've had pretty good luck with these portals, even when they're fairly close. I think as long as you have them, like, I don't know, eight or so blocks away in the nether, like the corresponding spots, usually it's always worked out fine. Sometimes I've done it pretty damn close. I've done them in the nether like 4 blocks apart, maybe even 3 blocks apart, and still had them match up. So pretty good. Anyway, the reason I am here is, as I said earlier, I'd like to try and maybe experiment with a spider spawner trap. So I know we have other spawners around. People have been telling me where locations of spawners are and stuff in the world, of course, because they've got the world downloads. But the last one I can recall, we ran into down in one of my first episodes, probably in episode 1 through 5, when we're getting our melon, we ran into a spider spawner. So I'm just going to go get all the materials I'll need and we'll head down there. Oh crap, zombie siege. I wasn't careful about coming over. Come on, guys, you're such a pain in the ass. I really wish there was a way to avoid this happening, but I have not. Oh, come on. Alright. I've been actually kind of afraid because I didn't have these guys on glass. I've been kind of afraid a zombie might spawn inside there. Which way did I have it? Was it looking this way? Oh no. Where'd my door go? You freaking bastards. I hate these guys. Always keep me on my toes. Still should be enough doors so that it won't hurt the spawning of the iron golems. But why don't we, if there's the other door, it's probably inside of here, so why don't we crush these guys, get some food. Woo! We have definitely got to get a cow farm going. I think I'm going to do that fairly soon. Because I'm getting sick of melon and bread and all that stuff. Come on, guys, you take way too long to get crushed. I'm trying everybody's patience here. Oh my god. By the time they're done, I bet you all the melons grow back and I can farm them again. See, is our wheat done? I gotta get rid of all these trees as well. What happened there? Did I always have that gone? I don't remember. Looks like our wheat's pretty close to done. I'm gonna wait on it. Alright. Alright, what did we get? Nice. Woo! Sweet. And by the way, when no one's here, I'll show you. That one's to let them out. I never actually, don't think I got to show you guys. When I was planting the trees, before I had the tree farm too close and it cut off one of the redstone circuits, I had maybe 40 guys in there. and the things went up and they all got out. And I was freaking out. Alright, so not bad there. Good little stash, 50 ingots, get rid of the roses. And I want to grab another pick while I'm here. Take that one. That should hold me over for a bit. Alright, finally we're here. For you it's only a matter of seconds, but I've been running all over the place grabbing stuff, because I keep forgetting things. And here I just loaded up on inventory, so let me dump out a bit, because we don't need all that. Did I leave? All the time I look at my ovens, because I always leave things in there. Anyway, let's go find this spawner. Let's see how well I remember. It's been a couple months since I've been down here, at least. I think we're good on stuff. Awesome. There it is. Alright, so it's normal spider, not cave spider. But, I've never really made a good... I want to make it into actually... We don't need another XP farm, but I want to make it so that we can get XP. And to get spider eyes, of course, you gotta kill it with your own hand. You can't just let it die from lava or drowning or falling. So, first things first, let's find out where the actual center of the spawner is. So to do that, we're going to go to F3. In whichever direction both the X and Z coordinate are going negative is going to be where the center of the spawner is. Let's see, and I'll explain that more in a second. So the X is going negative, and the Z is going negative. Cool. So this should be the center right here. Let's see, what block should I use for now? I don't have any real good blocks to use for this. I'll just use you. Okay, and let me explain this real quick, just for those of you that don't know. For any spawner, the center of spawn isn't actually the center. Oh, crap, I gotta light up! You bastard. Alright. The center of spawn is not actually the center of the spawner. The spawn is going to be in a corner, one of the corners, and that's the actual center of spawn. Now, to find that, again, you press the F3 to get your coordinates, and once all the coordinates are going in the negative direction, actually, I don't think that is the center, because that one is going down. We want that to be going up. So it's a good thing I double checked this. Alright, so in this direction, see how it goes 612 to 613, but that's negative, so a bigger negative number, and the same with the Z, negative 866, 867. So this corner right here is the actual center of spawn, which is important to know because they can only spawn 4 spaces away from the spawner. So now that we've done that, for spider, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with my gut on this one. I guess we could test it. I may cut this out if we don't end up having enough time, but let's sort of test it out. Pretty sure for a spider spawner, they can spawn at the level below, the level of, and then one above, and then 4 spaces in any direction from the center of spawn. So let's test that just to be extra sure, because it's been a while since I've used this. I'm pretty sure a spawner, pretty sure it's considered a translucent block. So we're going to have to cover it up completely. But why don't we do it like this to test out? Alright. And I'm going to go AFK for a couple minutes or until I hear one spawn, and we'll see. Oh, you know what? Already, look at that. Alright, so we got a spawn. We know it can spawn the level under. Nice, and a spider eye. I already know it can for sure spawn the level of, so let's not even bother with testing that. Look at that, it's not light enough. So they're still spawning. Let's test the layer of now, or the layer above. So for spider to spawn, they need only 1 in height, but then 4 spaces, 2 by 2 area to spawn. So just like that in there. Let's get it all darkened up and see how that does. I'm going to take off F3. I would keep forgetting to leaving that on. Alright, here are 2 guys in there. Let me throw a torch underneath, because I think these buggers keep spawning. Alright. So did we get one in there already? Let's see. Yep. So 1 above, 1 below. Just to be extra sure, I'm going to do one more test. I do not expect this to work. But let's just test at 1 higher, just to make sure. There's no harm in testing. This one I am going to go AFK for, though, because I doubt if it works, it's going to work that quickly. So I'll be right back. Alright, I left it about 10 minutes, and I do not hear any spiders. Let's see, I did 2 below as well, just to be extra thorough. No spiders there, just as I suspected, and none there. Alright, so that pretty much clears that up. So the spawnable levels are 1 below, 1 below, this 1 of, and then 1 above. So that should be pretty easy to work with. And then, let's see, I grabbed some dirt just so I had another block to use. And the center spawn is right in the center of that block there. So that leaves us, let's just count it out real quick. So from the center, this would be 1, 2, 3, and then that would be 4. So let's dig out all around here. And then from this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in this direction, so we have 4 that way. The spawner will actually count as the first block because we're starting from the center right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, the spawner will count as the first block. So 1, 2, 3, and then this wall right here is 4. Alright, so that pretty much gives us our spawning space. I'm going to clear this all completely out, and I'll meet you back. Alright, so I knocked out all the spawnable spaces, and I stuck in on the bottom level the stone bricks So as you can see, it goes to 4, and then at this block they can no longer spawn. When doing this though, there's 2 other tests, kind of important things, and I really don't know. So I want to check out, because again, spiders, they're a really unique mob in that they can spawn in a... They need the 4 blocks to be able to spawn. Now what I don't know is if one or 2 of those 4 blocks overlap. So like for instance, I want to test, I'll do it right here. These 2 blocks right here and here are in their spawning area, but these 2 are not. Now, if only 1 or 2 are in their spawning area, are they going to be able to still spawn? So I thought that might be kind of important, because that would change the dimensions quite a bit. So let's quickly do that. And then the other thing that I was wondering about, because for this, let me just throw this in here. I'll explain this to you. Alright, so right here is the last spawnable space. Now I was curious about how this whole trap's going to work, at least at first, is going to be by having water streams push the spiders. So we'd have water streams going all the way across like that. Now what I didn't know is, I'm pretty sure with the spawner, they spawn, but they're not actually spawning in the water. They're spawning above the water in midair and then fall into it. And I was curious, and this is kind of good to know all the way around for any type of spawner, is since this is the bottom layer, the layer right below the spawner, if there's water there, is that going to take away their spawning space, or can they actually spawn in the water? So let's find that out quickly as well. And so far I haven't heard any spiders spawning in the other one. We should be able to hear them going rat, rat. And right like that, they're not going to be able to get out. We'll just do that to make it completely dark. I'm going to leave this AFK for, 5-10 minutes, and then we'll check back. So these should be our final tests. If this works, we'll have one more test in the corner to see if there's only one spawnable block in their spawning area. But I'll see you back. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes, and I can hear a spider. I revamped the test a little bit just because I wanted to see both the layer below and above. And I did it all in one, which I probably shouldn't have done. But it does confirm the fact that the spider is able to spawn with just the 1 or 2 spawnable spaces. So that's going to kind of throw a loop through the design that I was thinking. It was kind of perfect in dimensions. So I'm probably going to actually end up losing some spawnable space. But again, since this is just for the spider eyes and I'm not looking at max efficiency, it shouldn't be the biggest deal. But it is something good to know and to keep in mind when designing this. So, and we'll see. I'm going to play around with this a bit. However, this other test over here has yielded no spiders that I can see. And I did have one spot that wasn't covered up, but that still should have given it enough light. So, I'm going to do one more final test. And I want to see now for the corner as well. And I'm pretty sure it will work the same. And it should yield the spider spawning. But this spot right here is the one spawnable space. I'm going to do it again too high just to try and make it go quicker. We should get a spawn almost immediately, or very quickly, if it will work. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and just since that one block wasn't covered, might as well leave this one going as well. But assuming this one won't work, I'm going to have to lower the floors one more, because we're going to be losing an entire layer of spawning spaces because of the water. So I have to lower that. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and don't worry, I didn't come up with any more new tests. I redid, I hear spider that spawned, but I redid this one just because I wanted to check now for just the bottom layer by itself. And we have nothing there, and this is with the one that, of course, overlaps, so there was only 2 spawnable spaces within range. So it doesn't look like if it's one below, that's going to matter. So I'm assuming that's going to mean that it was just the one that was the same layer as the spawner, which I redid that test over here. And I think this is where the guy's coming from. Yep. So the only one that's going to matter is for the layer of the spawner, and I'm not too concerned about it now, because I'm not losing nearly as many possible spawnable spaces as I thought with the design I'm planning to use. But it's not 100% efficient in that matter. But who cares? Bleh. Alright, and I'm no longer hearing anybody spawning, so it doesn't look like this corner one's going to matter. I probably should test all 4 corners, but since it's not going to change my mind on the design I plan to use, it's really just for your own knowledge. So I'm not going to bother retesting that. And this was just overlap from others. Okay. So, that all being done, this one, I've still not heard anyone coming from it. So that tells me I definitely have to lower the floor one more. Otherwise, this will cost me a lot of spawnable spots. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Lower the rest, and then I'm going to sort of build a cage going around on 3 of the sides, and then leave this side open. So I'll see you back when that's done. Alright, I've just about completed the cage / observation room. So it'll be something like this. So I got some nice viewing area where we can kind of observe the behavior of the spiders. I filled in all the way around and half slabs so that when we remove the torches, won't have to worry at all about any other hostile mob spawning. And I also put in, let's just take a look up here, half slabs around the whole top, and a nice viewing area as well. So this should be pretty good, and as you know, if you don't know, no mobs can spawn on half slabs. Enderman can teleport to them, but no new mobs will be able to spawn in this room except for within this cage. So we've got that set. Let's take a look now in the cage. Alright. And this, no light can pass through here. So, although you can see through, no light's passing through, so it won't interfere. And then I measured out in the hallway. These torches here is enough so that mobs won't be able to spawn out here, but it won't interfere with the spawning up to this level right here within our little spawner trap. So, let's take a step into here. Now, I haven't yet exactly figured out for the design exactly all the specifics, but this is tailored so that it's getting the pretty much maximum spawning, possible spawning places from the spawner. And the idea that I have, let's just grab these out. Pretty basic, pretty standard as far as spawners go. I really liked the measurements because we're able to get exactly I think this is exactly 8 by 8 inside of here. It'll go exactly 8 spots, and I had sort of the choice. I know a lot of people for spider spawners will go up one, and that's because spiders kind of naturally will climb, and you can put the whole stairs shenanigans in there. But I don't know if that's absolutely necessary. I had some other ideas of how to take, excuse me, care of the spiders that climb in here. But I wanted to sort of observe it a little bit more. Then, of course, right here, in here, there'll be water streams, so they'll get dumped in and then all pushed to exactly right here. Then right here, we'll have a little mob evader that are going to start to lift them up. So, that is the next part to work on. I guess we already took care of the water, so that's kind of nice. Next, we're going to have to get all the signs out. Let's just put a torch because I don't want any guys spawning quite yet. So I'm going to go make up some signs and start to get the materials ready to start their, what is it, ascent upwards. So I'm going to get that little area built and then we'll check back in. Wow, building with ender pearls is freaking great. Absolutely love it. Makes things so much easier to navigate. Anyway, I put in a good amount of signs. Not completely finished yet with it, but we'll finish it up together. Put in these signs over here are just so as not to let the water spill out back into here. I did put one pressure plate there, and again, this I may modify this, but for now, this is how it's going to be. And this here will be covered up. This is just so I have an infinite water source readily available while doing this. But let's start to put in the source blocks of water. And these are all just rotating signs. Sometimes you'll get this right here. Don't have to worry about that. The water's not actually there. It's just a visual thing. So let's do this on both sides. And this is, although not necessary, will help a little bit on possible drowning or damage the spiders could possibly take. And it's also nice for me when I go through doing this so that I can breathe and get oxygen. So we need to fix that there. I just didn't want to close myself in. Let's see, I want to make sure I don't grab any water blocks while doing this. Ew. Oops. Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid. Alright, let's get the glass up there. I probably should make a different way of getting in and out. But once again, with the ender pearls, this is just so much freaking easier. Alright, that should be good. Oh, crap. Give myself, hope I can get through. Hopefully. Alright, that should be good. Awesome. So let's fill that in. I probably should fill in over here as well. And I'll just make a different way. In and out. So now that's completely closed off. And this right now is going nowhere yet. But it will eventually lead to our killing area. Alright, so now that's completely blocked in. And I hate doing this, but this is going to be our way in and out for now. Alright. So let's finish up putting in all the source blocks of water. Doop-a-doo. Ooh, did I not anticipate that one there? Alright. What's going to be my best way of doing this? I think I'd like her. How are we going to put you in there? So I wanted to leave this open for something else. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Let me think about this for a second. Alright, that's pretty ghetto looking, but we'll fix that up later. I just want this working well enough for now so that we can start observing the spider's behavior in the trap so far. So I'm just going to fill this in going all the way up. Just the rotating solid blocks of water, and that's very important that they're solid water blocks, because if they are not, they're not going to swim upward, they're just going to drown. So gotta be solid water blocks. But anyway, I'll meet you at the top. Alright, we're all the way done, all the way at the top. Just make sure I didn't miss any. And for now, we're just going to set this up as a drowner. We're not going to actually finish it completely. So I think if I just do this, it should drown any spiders that get up to the top, and they should just continually try and swim up. I'm pretty sure, even though I'm not drowning right here, I'm pretty sure they will. Otherwise, I'll just add in another water bucket right there, and it should complete the job. Either way, they'll be out of our way and stuck up there. So, let's fill up all of our buckets quickly. Good, good, good. And see, none are spilling back in. Let's throw... Actually, I want to get up here first. Now we got to remove all of the... Actually, let's get our sword out. Let's remove all the torches, and let's start to see these guys spawn. And then I can spend some time figuring out what problems this trap is going to have. I already know for a fact they're going to be climbing on the walls in here, and I have some ideas on how to fix that. But before putting those in place, I want to make sure that that's the best way to do it. And the only way to figure that out is through watching it. Alright. Hey, get out of here. You punk. Alright, let's put our last two water buckets in right here and here. Let's get the hell out. And fill her up. Alright, so now they should be completely encased, can't get out. And because these are all half slabs, no other mobs can spawn in here. Let me just make sure that I have it all correctly filled in. Good, good, good. Now it might be kind of hard to see in here, so I may end up going and getting redstone torches just so that it gives us a little bit of viewing light, but it's still below the threshold of light level 7, which the spiders need to be able to spawn something below that. Alright, so now this should be getting the maximum, there's no light obstructing their spawning. Let's quickly turn on. I always turn off particles because it overheats my computer. I record on a laptop, sad face. I really need to get a new computer. But, yeah, so we see they're tracking me and everything coming up over here. We're going to have to do things to fix that. And it's very important for the spider spawner. You got to stand, have a place where you can stand to force them to all go. And as you can see right here, I'm thinking of adding in a water stream going across. But anyway, anywho, this is going to conclude the episode. I will leave a world download so you guys can check out what I've made so far. We'll spend some time inspecting this to see where all the problem areas are. And as we can see right there already. And figure out what's the best way to improve it for next time. So we'll get this whole project wrapped up and finished for next time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And, yeah, Peace out.